OMG, WTF BBQ, welcome to the Double Platinum Podcast. How you doing, folks? Drew Robertson here, coming to you live for me, not for you. I know I keep saying that, but whatever, deal with it. Joining me today, as always, forever, my co-host, Aaron Carter. Avron, what's happening, Captain?
Unless I die, I'm going to be here every Wednesday.
No, I'll resurrect him. It'll be fine. It may sound a little fuzzy and weird, but that's just because I'm talking through the ether. And joining us today is another one of our great teammates here in the MA program, known not only for his love of ultra-feminine cocktails and mild energy drink addiction, but also his skill as a drummer and bassist. Always available for session work in any genre. You can find videos of his drum covers on YouTube on Mr. Alex Toms 519. Ladies and gents, it's Alex Toms. What's happening, sir?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
It's fantastic. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks,
Good to have you
what's
on.
going on?
It's good. We got a whole heap ton of stuff to talk about and not a lot of time today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be squeezed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to the Styles test for cutting this short.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see if,
Yeah, we have
see
a-
if we can get Duncan reimburse us for that.
We got a real quick week here today, folks, and we'll rip her. We'll make her happen. Anyway, guys, so let's dive right in here. Aaron, you got something to start with?
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to start things off, actually, with just a few ads to get them kind of out of the way, just so we don't have to throw them in later and throw things off. I wanted to first start with an event happening actually tomorrow, Thursday, the 18th. It's called the Office. It's a mixed genre showcase.
Right, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, I'm just kind of reminding people.
Absolutely.
The bands that are going to be performing there, Old East, Kavara, Severia is going to be playing, Ginger's going to be playing, Head and Tail, Taylor Jennings, and Negawana. And I will be doing in-betweens set DJing. It's $5, all ages, February 18th. Come out. It's going to be real good
Should
time.
be a very, very good show. And we also
Yes.
have the Sad Taquito, which is a new art installation stroke performance space. And there's a show coming up for that on, when is that? At the end of the month?
That's
February 27th, right? Yeah, February 27th. $5 or pay what you can. And it's going to be a lineup of the Good Things, Small Cancel, Trevor Dubois, and Old East. For more details, you can always find the Sad Taquito on Facebook and Instagram. You can also message one of their operators, Matt Parr, if you know him on Facebook. But yeah, hit them up on Facebook. They have an official page and everything else. And of course, links to those will be found in the show doc.
And now, see, another cool thing about that is that not only is it just like an awesome house show, it's like I've heard really good things about the Sad Taquito. I've seen a lot of pictures of it on Facebook.
Yeah, it looks
but
pretty cool.
you not only have a house show going on, but on a couple floors up, you got an art installation in the same building. So
You
it's-
win every way.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you know what? If you got time in between the bands, you know what? Literally just walk
Go
up a couple
upstairs.
floors and
It's
then
cool.
you know what? See some pretty cool, some photography, some art, some stuff like that. Yeah.
It's like a gangbang of art in that house.
Yeah, exactly.
Upstairs you got art, and downstairs you got music, just gangbanging you.
Yeah, I mean, just
So-
like
Two at
throw
once.
something with food like in the middle floor there,
Oh.
and like you've got like the
Oh.
perfect thing.
You're,
Baby!
you're speaking Aaron's language right
Maybe
now.
taquitos?
Taquito.
Ooh, yeah, you know
Get
what?
a-
Get a
get a
couple of
plug?
those get a couple of those Legion trays, like the big
Mhm.
heater trays with a little pot
Oh
light
my
underneath
God.
them.
Oh,
and
hell
you
yeah,
got,
you could do.
You got tons of taquitos in there. You got the chicken, you got the beef. Oh man.
Oh,
But you can only have
baby.
the sad ones, like the ones that nobody actually wants. Like,
yeah, like the soggy ones.
yeah,
Right?
or like the,
The
not
ones
even the soggy ones,
infused
like
with
the four cheese one that nobody ever buys because
Dude,
it
four
feels
cheese is
like
delicious.
nah. It's all about the beef taco, man. That shit's
No,
awesome.
See, like beef tacos, I mean, like I've never had a bad taquito. Like I really don't think I ever have.
That-
I mean,
that's
like
true.
7-Eleven, Max. I mean, like box from the store. I've never had a bad taquito. They're
That's
always
true.
good.
Yeah, you
And
can
there-
undercook them, overcook them. They
Yeah,
sound
exactly.
Still
And,
gonna be
like
good.
I have friends that are like, you know what? You can't eat a taquito unless it's crunchy. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. You can
No.
That's bullshit.
all
you ever
taquitos
had
are good.
taquitos at
That's
4
like
in
a
the morning when
taco.
you're hammered?
Oh
That's-
my god, you bet.
Yeah,
I have.
that is the
You know
greatest
me.
food of life. I do know you.
It's essentially a soft taco rolled up. It's delicious. What 4 cheeses are they putting in there?
Yes.
Probably shit. Exactly. Yes, that's it.
There's only
Yeah.
a couple cheeses that I really like.
It's my
Probably
understanding you can't ask those
mozza,
questions.
Cheddar, pepper jack.
The
and
standard kind of-
plastic, probably.
Yeah.
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 Does that count as a cheese?
Chemicals.
Plastic?
I don't know. It's
Those
7-Eleven.
craft singles.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
roll it.
American
Yeah.
cheese. American
Ugh.
cheese. Well, speaking of American, so yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was the Grammys. Well, yesterday for us, a little earlier for a little further on for you guys, but the Grammys took place this week, and as per usual, whole bunch of nonsense and BS to it, but there were some good things in it, and not really surprising with some of the way the chips fell. I mean, the ones that everybody cares about, like Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best New Act, was like not really that surprising to me. Especially like, so if nobody knows, the Best New Artist was Meghan Trainor. Like nobody actually saw that coming. I wouldn't have called it, but like, come on. Like really, like who else were they gonna pick? Who else this year has kind of like been, stroking the corporate teat for the entire year, except for Morgan
I
Trainor.
wouldn't say stroking the corporate teat, but I mean, in terms of best new artist, I mean, put Kendrick up there. I mean, like Kendrick hasn't been around all that long. I'd say he's
Or
been
That's
The
true, but it's
Weeknd.
only for the weekend.
Well,
the weekend.
The Weeknd's been around for a little bit, but like this was his biggest year.
Yeah, I know it was the biggest year, but I
Yeah.
mean, Kendrick has been around for like way less than like The Weeknd has. He is a fairly
Really?
new artist.
Yeah,
does he have
it's-
only like 3 albums or something?
I thought.
Yeah, but so best new artist has to do with who came out this year.
Oh,
and that
this
was
year?
Megan
Oh,
Trainor's
okay.
debut album.
I'm gonna
that
be,
blew up was this year.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna be
And that's
ignorant
why.
for a second. How long has The Weeknd actually been like doing music for?
3
Because
years, 2 years.
I've only
Probably
heard
2 years.
I've
2
al-
years.
in
I actually
that's
don't know.
less
off the top
time
of
than
my head.
Kendrick Lamar. I thought Kendrick Lamar had been doing stuff for a little.
I think
longer
he's a
than that.
solo artist. I think I'm not actually sure off the top of my
Then
head.
again, I honestly
I don't follow
yeah, I
it.
mean,
so.
I don't
Me
really
saying
listen
this,
to
yeah.
either of them. I mean, I want to say watching Kendrick's performance on YouTube last night was probably the longest I've ever listened to a Kendrick Lamar song,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
gotta say, pretty fucking blown away by it.
It was
Like,
good. The
Yeah,
sound
no, he's
performance was
actually
really
really good.
Yeah.
Obama loves
Um,
him.
Oh yeah.
The
Absolutely. Yeah. He was
like
to the White
speaking of
House
good
and everything.
performances,
Exactly.
some of the tribute to Glenn Frey was really good for the Eagles because he died this year as well.
Oh yeah.
As was the
David Bowie.
David Bowie
by Lady
tribute.
Gaga.
And, but she's the female reincarnation of Ziggy Stardust. So,
I mean,
also,
you
so
literally can't have anybody else. I mean, honestly, out of everyone that probably
No.
could have done a Bowie tribute, Lady Gaga is at the top. But other than that, I would have accepted probably Florence and the Machine. But I mean,
yeah, I could
that would
yeah,
have
that
been
would've
equally
been
as
good
good,
too.
definitely.
I feel like
Um,
Lady Gaga also she's already kind of got that look, and I
She
feel like
absolutely
Well,
does, yeah.
exactly. That's the idea.
I feel like she'd put a lot more work and effort into it, just because she's already known for having that kind of image, and then having to be like David Bowie for a song, and she'd want to kill that for sure.
Definitely.
So I wanted to
Definitely.
get your guys' opinions on the next couple of things here because there's a
Yeah, for
distinction
sure.
between Song of the Year and Record of the Year, and I didn't know this. Song of the Year is literally just the single song. Doesn't have to be a single that got like super like hyped up or whatever. Record of the Year is strictly the single off an album that went bananas. And the Record of the Year, unsurprising to me at least, was Uptown Funk because that shit was everywhere when
Oh
it
my
came
God,
out.
absolutely.
Oh
Like
my
you couldn't
gosh.
go 5 seconds without hearing that song, and like I'm strangely okay with it. Song
was-
of the Year was
was that-
Thinking Out
I-
Loud.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thinking
okay.
Out
So
Loud,
like,
yeah.
I gotta say, like, Uptown
Ed
Funk.
Sheeran.
Uptown Funk, I was definitely like, I was all about
Oh,
Uptown
yeah.
Funk when it came out, but I mean,
For sure.
it did start to get a bit crazy. Like,
It
it was
does.
absolutely everywhere. So,
Well,
like,
it's
my-
like listening to Hello right now from Adele, right?
Oh my God,
like it's just
absolutely, yeah.
everywhere.
Absolutely. But still, like, my interest in it did begin to fade, but I gotta say, it did deserve that award.
Mhm.
And Thinking Out Loud, as much as I'm not a big Ed Sheeran fan, it is an amazing song.
It was a
and
good damn
he's
good
an
song.
extremely humble guy. He absolutely deserves the award.
Yeah, absolutely. What did surprise me was Album of the Year, Taylor Swift, 1989.
Now, see,
I don't know why that surprises me, but it does because I would have thought that the only double platinum album of the year being Adele's might have taken that. But there's
well, yeah,
obviously more
exactly,
to
but
it
I mean,
than
like,
that.
Let's just look at the facts here. I mean, Taylor Swift is a label baby. She is
Oh,
a
yeah.
little starlet that has been molded since her
Oh,
inception
absolutely.
as a star.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I get like going back to what I was saying about Ed Sheeran. If there's a video you can watch that a couple of like Facebook pages picked up, I think HuffPost picked it up or something, but it's the video of Taylor Swift reacting every time she lost an award. And her reactions when she loses an award are better than her when she wins because like she I forget who won for
It's like watching Leo lose the Oscars.
yeah, but it's like I forget who won the first one, but as soon as they announced who won, the bubble just goes over Taylor Swift and they're looking at her,
Yeah.
and she's got Jack Antonoff from Fun sitting next to her. So I think he was the producer in 1989, but I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I have to
But
look it
so
up.
yeah, as soon as they announced who won, she like lost her mind. Secret handshake with Jack. Oh no,
Yeah.
it was Ed Sheeran who won. That was
Yes,
the first person who
yeah,
won. It
yeah.
was Ed Sheeran who won. And then she's doing the secret handshake with Jack. She's
Yeah.
all super impressed, and like her and Ed Sheeran are best friends. So it's like she's loving it. She is absolutely loving it. So like her getting a win. Everyone just like shits all over Taylor Swift all the time.
I think
I love
everyone
her or
loves
hate her.
Taylor
She does a good
Swift.
job.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. She does a
You
good
can't
job,
deny
and
that.
you know what? She is on the more humble side. Like Kendrick, like Ed Sheeran, like her speech last night. What I want to say was directed at Kanye. I mean, like that's
She
not,
was everyone on Facebook was saying she was throwing shade on him, but
Yeah, I think it was just more
I'm
of a
okay with
general.
that.
Yeah, I thought
thing. I don't think
everyone-
she was,
yeah, no.
I don't think she was like pointing it at Kanye, but you know what? She did have a really good acceptance speech, and you know what? She is, like I said, one of the more humble people that is at that award show. I mean,
Oh, for
unlike
sure.
unlike people like Kanye or unlike people
That man
like,
doesn't have a
Diplo and
humble bone in his
Diplo.
body.
yeah,
People like that.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm content with it.
and I'm
definitely.
glad we're talking about Kanye because the next point I wanted to bring up here was
His new album.
his new stupid album that you can't hear unless you have
his
his
new
stupid service.
Stupid album.
Well, I mean,
I'm
no-
sorry, I'm not a Kanye West fan. I'm gonna throw that right out there. But
Neither
yeah,
am I.
like the fact that he's bold-faced went out and be like, you can't buy my album. You can never have my album unless you have title.
See, that's already been proven wrong because it's been torrented over 500,000 times.
Yeah, and like the like what was like I think one of the fastest pirates of an album
Yeah,
that's ever happened.
exactly. It's up
And,
there
like,
on the list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like realistically, if that's the attitude you're gonna take with your fans, that's not how you. If you want to launch a new service, like could you
No.
imagine if Apple was like, oh, that's great, but you want to have all your MP3s? Sorry, you can only buy them from the Apple Store. You can never load them in iTunes. Yeah,
See,
that would have died on the grapevine
Oh my God,
If
instantly.
I was
Absolutely, yeah.
Apple, I'd be like, well, I guess none of your music is on Apple anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. Well, he's
exactly.
yanked most of his stuff off Apple
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like putting this stuff on Tidal and actually doing that sort of publicity stunt where he's saying like, you can only have my album if you get it on Tidal. Not the best move for someone that's reportedly $53 million in debt.
Yeah, that's
He's-
not how you. That's not how you
Yeah,
win
I was
favorites,
actually
right?
kind of looking up. Like, I was trying to research that. What's the deal about that?
I think
Kanye's-
it's like like he still has.
Well, he's
so
married
I've-
to a Kardashian.
Yeah, so
that
I was
doesn't
watching.
help.
I was watching the Phil DeFranco show
Yeah.
about.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing a big special. He was doing a big bit on this, and he was saying like he's not in debt with his personal life. Like he's got
It's
got enough
business. It's,
He tweeted out he's got enough personal money to provide for Kim, to provide for his family,
Yeah.
to do all of that and live really nicely. But it's the fashion industry that he's trying to build for himself that is suffering right now. And
yeah, and
he's,
heck, it's
Oh,
one of those like,
yeah.
how's that working for you?
I could,
Yeah,
'cause,
exactly.
Like, the advertising of that would just
Yeah.
be ridiculous. Because like,
exactly.
it's
yeah.
Oh,
like
it's
even though
crazy.
he's famous, like doesn't mean someone's just gonna slap his name up on a billboard for free. He still
No,
has to
and like, do
pay
you have any
for
idea
all
how
of
much
that.
advertising costs?
Yeah.
But,
Oh my god.
like if you're
advertising costs are
nobody, you
ridiculous.
can actually get advertising for a fairly cheap rate. But the
Yeah,
more
no,
famous
with-
you are, when
yeah.
you want to spread your stuff across the country,
Oh, for sure.
you're looking at tens of millions of dollars.
With Kanye, they're gonna jack that up because it's Kanye.
Because
Yeah.
they know he's gonna like
And it
well, if
depends
you
on the
want
ad
to pay
firm
it,
too,
you got
right?
the money, right?
He's not going somewhere cheap. He's going to go with a leading advertiser, and like that, the meter runs up quick when it comes to that kind of stuff.
And the other thing he was saying is like it's not only debt that he's in now with the clothing line, but it's debt that he sees himself being in the future because he.
Well, you have to
he-
forecast that,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
He's forecasting and he's saying I don't have the funds in my business life right now to be able to put out the work and the products that I can truly see myself as a vision,
And-
quote unquote visionary, putting out.
And like having a quote flop of an album release doesn't help that either. And like it's like you can only have so much bad press on stuff, and like I know it seems like I hate on Kanye really like a lot,
See,
but
with
like
Kanye, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that because with Kanye, in his eyes, all press is good press.
Well,
And if
well,
you need
there you
proof of
go.
that, look at anything he's done
Yeah,
in the past
absolutely.
6 years.
Yeah.
like there's no such thing as bad press. Even if you're like, well, everybody hates you right now, it's like good. I'm gonna use that in my music. Glare
Yeah.
at the camera. I don't smile. Like like that's just kind of a thing. Like what is that? Like like the man never smiles.
No, there's actually an Instagram page called like Kanye West smiling.
That is
or
amazing.
something like that.
Yeah,
I actually really
exactly.
like when like he's smiling and then he realizes the camera's cut back to him and he just instantly blank face and look at the camera like get the hell away from me.
Yeah.
And I'm just
No,
like,
it's there was one that was like during a basketball game or something, and he was laughing, he was talking to Kim or something,
Nah,
and the
that's
camera
the
shows
one.
the camera looks at him, and he's like laughing, and then he makes eye contact with the camera, and he just gets really like poker
Oh
face
my
all of a sudden. He just gets really like monotone face,
And
sad,
just like, no,
and just
no.
looks straight down, and he's like,
Can't
shit,
ruin my
they saw
images.
me.
Yeah.
Shit.
Cover's blown, man. Cover's
One
blown.
thing I wanted to talk about, since we were talking about Kanye West being Kanye West's album being the like fastest torrented album or whatever. First off, that's a really stupid move for him because he should know that everyone torrents anyways. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but
It's a
I'm just saying
reality of
that's
life.
what people
Exactly,
do, and
yeah.
especially if you're not going to sell.
Yeah,
Your
as
album.
artists, it's something that we need to accept that torrenting is something that
Exactly.
it exists. It's
You
something
you
that
build it into your
happens.
business model.
And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanna ask, is torrenting wrong? If so, and it is wrong and it isn't wrong, there's a fine line because
I got-
you can
that's a
say
whole
yes
can of
and
worms.
no.
I could talk for 3 hours.
And
about
then,
this.
well, just a bit. And then, where do you draw the line? Because there's torrenting music and there's torrenting software. And then there's torrenting games and there's torrenting
All right.
movies. There's you can torrent everything.
So-
What's
so-
okay to torrent? What's not okay to torrent?
All right, so
Where do you
let's
draw the line?
like looking at the letter of the law, none of it, because by the current letter of the law and DMCA and all that other stuff, it's illegal, right?
Well, doesn't Canada have some
Um,
pretty alright piracy laws?
It does, but it only copies personal use, and it's kind of a gray area because the law hasn't really been updated. I haven't gone in depth of it, but
It's
the
like
short
mov-
version is that it's a gray area. I mean, it's
Yeah.
more legal now with the outdated Millennium Copyright in Canada Act or whatever the hell it's called. But like it's Here's my take on it. When it's somebody that's gigantic, an older artist, and like it's impossible to find their library or discography without costing me like hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to get, I have no problem torrenting it because you've earned your money off of that, right?
Exactly.
Everything at this point is pure profit. If you're a small indie band or a group that I'm really into, I feel bad. I want to go buy their music.
If you're digging through looking for that torrent being greasy,
I'm gonna go buy it.
Then
Bingo.
just buy it.
Exactly. So the way I'm it's going on what Drew says exactly. Like if I'm in a Facebook group and I see someone be like, "Hey guys, my new album just dropped. It's on Bandcamp." I will go to Bandcamp, and even if it's pay what you want, I'll throw a couple bucks at it.
Absolutely.
You know what? This
Sure.
is an artist that is doing like bar tours, and that's even if they're touring at
Yeah.
all. In
Yeah,
any
absolutely.
sense. They deserve the money. But when it comes to an artist like let's say like AC/DC, they didn't have their music catalog on iTunes until like somewhere between 2011 and 2013.
And good luck finding some of their CDs, right? Because some of
Yeah,
them are only
exactly.
Australian release, and
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
I don't
it's
want
like,
the
so
stupid
I got to do
American
one of
version.
two things. So and like before that, I got to do one of two things. I got to either go on and torrent it because apparently like you can find any album by AC/DC, any album they've ever put out, including Australian release, on torrents.
Yeah.
Either do that or go to a record store and pray that I find a physical copy.
Yeah.
And there it comes in, and like software is its own other whole can of worms. Like
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of if you're making money, pay for your software.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Like especially as students, and this goes more towards students than professionals, but like as students, we need access to the professional software, and if I don't have $600 for the newest version of software that I have to have, I can't
Kinda
break the
boned.
bank. Like we're getting screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, there are academic discounts and stuff, and like all hail to the people that do that because you are what made the industry actually grow and thrive. But
like
like
Avid.
like
God-
Avid does it.
God bless 'em.
Ableton has it too.
Yep.
Adobe, I'm looking at you. You really don't do it. I mean, they do it sort of with the student pricing, but you can't get the entire CC for student pricing. You only get Photoshop, and then you can ad hoc add stuff in, and it still gets expensive. Like when you add up a whole bunch of subscriptions over a month to the various different softwares we have to subscribe to, that adds up, man. Like I might not actually, have $300 a month to waste
Man.
in software.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nothing blows harder than subscriptions on software.
I hate
Oh.
that model. I mean, it
Hey.
saves you money in the short term, but long term, you're paying way more.
Oh, yeah. I
exactly.
think-
Has Microsoft done that like the whole
Yep.
time for like Microsoft Office and everything? 'Cause I
Just
didn't
started a couple years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
360.
I didn't notice
What?
it until Microsoft
Yeah.
Office and Microsoft Office Complete is all subscription based.
I know Norton is.
Though
but
you
Norton-
can buy a perpetual license.
Yeah, but
Norton,
that's
I
really expensive.
yeah, Norton's
Yeah.
Stupid
antivirus. I
expensive.
don't mind paying every year for.
Don't
Um,
pay for antivirus. Don't be
abs-
dumb.
Absolutely not. Just go on and get.
Just torrent Norton.
No,
No, no,
don't,
no, no,
don't,
it's,
don't even use
Kidding.
Norton. No, use
I loved it.
Windows Defender is built into Windows 10,
AVG.
and then don't use AVG.
It's nice.
No, AVG's nice. I've
It
used
is.
AVG before.
Unless you're gonna pay for it, it's not worth it anymore. Like
Yeah,
I've
you're right,
like
you're right.
but I'm a computer tech savvy person.
Yeah.
So like I use Windows
Malwarebytes.
Malwarebytes, Spybot, computer CC cleaner to clean up files.
So, I've
reg-
used Malwarebytes before. I can absolutely vouch for Malwarebytes.
See,
along with
And
that.
if you're having a trouble, there's a script called Tron, and it's a free source built script. So it's like, oh, I'm having problems with my computer and it's all fucked up. You plug a USB key with Tron in it, and it completely scrubs your computer.
See, the thing is though, like, I pay for Norton because I don't want to have like 5 different softwares that I have to go into and be like, okay, is this doing its job?
I
Is this
schedule
doing its job?
everything.
Yeah, no, but for someone like you who's like obviously more like into the technical side
And
of
it also
things.
depends on what you're doing with your computer, because if you know where to steer clear of and what to avoid, then
Yeah. It's
usually
pretty
pretty
easy
good, yeah.
now to see what websites are cancerous and which ones aren't.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
And you
Yeah.
can build stuff into your browser, just get a couple ad blocks and that kind of stuff. And
Mhm.
speaking
Yeah,
of ad
definitely.
block, so we're talking about torrenting, like ad block, yes or no? Straight up.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, ad block. I love it. Oh, well, you know what? It's exactly like what you said before. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome for us, but like you're fucking somebody.
Absolutely. Like,
Whenever you're doing
Well-
any of these things, you're
But you
screwing
are.
somebody.
Okay, as a YouTuber, my ad revenue comes from people clicking on videos and the ads rolling.
But see, the thing
Yeah,
is,
With no
exactly.
ads rolling, I'm not earning money, and I use AdBlock, and like that is a, to me, it's like people go, well, why do you use AdBlock? I'm like, if it's something that I like, I actually whitelist the page, so that
Exactly.
gets the ad
Yeah.
revenue.
So I've when I have AdBlock on, I've whitelisted every YouTube ad that comes up in terms of like a full screen video.
Yeah.
Like a video ad before the video comes up. I'll let that play because I know I just that's the right thing to do
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's if I'm on Kick-Ass Torrents or if I'm on something like that
Oh,
and
no,
I
hell
start seeing ads for Game of War, Fire Age or
Oh.
some BS
or like
iOS
Facebook
game or-
ads, get rid of
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
driving me
No.
nuts.
Get rid of that. Get that out of there. I don't
It's-
want
what's
to
with
see any of that.
celebrities doing mobile apps? They
It's called
love it.
Desperation for Money.
You know what I
Exactly.
was really, really disappointed when I saw? Like, I can understand Schwarzenegger doing Mobile Strike. I can understand those models or whatever doing Game of Fire because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
probably
yeah.
don't have that much to do because they're models.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds bad. They might have something to do. I
Yeah.
don't know, but I'm
here's
just guessing.
here's a pretty weird thing. So so this is a bit of a story. So this is back last year. I was at a party and I'd had a couple drinks and a buddy of mine took my phone and he wanted to do the classic prank where you open your friend's web browser on your phone, you go to a porn site and then you close the browser so that way next time they open it, boobs, right there. So he does it and I get my phone back from him in time because he's about to start playing a video and putting it through Bluetooth speakers. So I take my phone back from him and I'm about to
Rude.
pause the video, but then it redirects to an iOS ad page because it was on my phone.
Mm.
And take a guess as to what it's redirected towards. Candy Crush.
Are you kidding me? Really?
No, I looked at it and I was like,
See,
jeez.
you know
alright.
what? That's genius. Because I always said, man, porn websites get so much traffic, so many hits.
It is
and
genius,
the only
but I mean, when you think about it,
advertisements
that's
on there
kinda
are like,
seedy, man.
yeah, but like the only advertisements you see on there are like these really shady like dick pills or something. But it's like, man,
Natural
if
male enhancement.
Samsung had an ad down at the bottom for the new Galaxy,
But you know what it
Come
is? Is because
on.
they don't want that.
oh yeah,
assimilation,
no,
right?
absolutely.
Exactly.
It's like, look,
Exactly.
everybody loves it. Don't deny it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loves it, but like, no company wants to be associated
Except
with
Candy
Pornhub or
Crush.
RedTube or some kind of other shady
Except
porn
for-
site.
except for Candy
King,
Crush.
apparently.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
man, they have
man,
no fucks to give.
they got to make their money
Which is why it's for
somehow,
porn
right?
sites.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I was
Um,
gonna say before about the mobile apps, you know the actor Christoph Waltz,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an actual good
Oh,
actor.
yeah, I saw those.
He was in a
yeah.
Clash of Clans commercial.
that made me so sad.
Oh.
I was like, who is
Yeah.
this
Oh,
person?
that
dude?
disheartened
Now, see,
me.
what I got to say about Clash of Clans and whatever advertising company actually does the ads for Clash of Clans, Game of War.
Hey, they do a good job.
Yeah.
I am full on impressed with
Yeah.
the production value of like some of those Clash of Clans ads, especially with
Oh,
the fact
yeah.
that like
Yeah.
they're doing all of these big things and now they have
Costs money.
They cost money and also they have 360 videos of their ads now.
Well, you know
Get the
what?
hell
on
out of
YouTube.
here, really?
Yeah, yeah. There was one that's been popping up because like I do a lot of my YouTube on my phone. So like,
Yeah.
and like if anybody is listening to this and you've never watched a 360 video on your phone,
They're super cool.
do it. They
Yeah,
are
they're-
amazing.
Oh, you know what? You want a
Mind-blowing.
real treat? Go to look up on iOS and Android is Discovery VR, and it's
Yes.
3-dimensional videos, and they are freaking amazing. Actually, people that I adore, Justin Robert Young and Brian Brushwood did a series in Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
with it. So they went to the Cathedral of Junk. They went barefoot water skiing on the on Lake Austin, and like a bunch of other stuff that they did, and it's like crazy insane. But it's like, it's this fun game of spot the film crew because they basically set
Exactly.
this thing up, press record, and then fucking scatter like somebody flipped a light and cockroaches ran
Yeah,
away.
exactly. Yeah.
And like Brian's like watching, and he's like, "There's a guy behind that rock, over under that bush." Like
Yeah.
they're all hiding, and they're like, "Hey, can we come out now?" Like it's the
Yeah.
funniest thing.
But yeah, so I'm watching some YouTube videos or whatever, and I see like it'll come from black into like you're standing on one of like the tower. Like I've never
Yeah.
played Clash of Clans just because like the more they advertise it, the less I want to play
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's always how
But
it
it's
goes.
like you're on a tower and you see one of like the archer chicks and she's standing next to you and you could spin the camera around and you could see giants coming from the distance and then spin it all the way
Oh,
behind
yeah,
you
it's
and there's balloons
ridiculous.
coming and it's like I'm just kind of full on impressed with that. Whatever animation company is actually putting the work in to actually
Oh,
do
it's-
those amazing animations, those movie theater quality
Well, yeah.
animations, they deserve some sort of recognition.
Well, you know
They're
what?
making an
man?
Angry Birds movie.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Oh, stop it.
No, full on. That's how much money they make, man. You've made enough money to
Well,
get that level of production from a freaking phone
They
game.
have enough money
Exactly.
to convince Christoph Waltz to be in one of their commercials. It's
Yeah.
like Christoph Waltz and there's some other famous actor, but I was really
I
disappointed.
can't remember who it is.
Christoph
What's his
Waltz
name
was in
from
there.
British dude who was in Hot Fuzz?
Oh, Nick-
Nick Swartz.
Nick
Yeah,
Frost.
no, Nick
Nick
Frost.
Frost.
Nick Frost.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
Yeah.
Aaron, you got some other stuff to talk about today.
yeah, I actually want to steer things more in Alex's direction.
Yeah.
Because he's our
Alright.
guest today. And we like to talk to our guests and kind of get to know our guests. And I want you to kind of talk about some stuff you do.
Well, I'm in a couple bands right now, sort of starting to get off the ground. I'm in a band called Fairchild, just regular, typical pop punk.
And do you guys have a
Um,
SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Twitter?
We have no recordings, as we're still.
Oh, okay.
All the bands that I'm in right now are still sort of getting off the ground.
Yeah.
As of when we come back from Christmas break, back in the beginning of January. So I'm in a band called Fairchild right now. We have a couple originals. We got a couple covers that we're working on for a couple sets, and I mean, if we're lucky, we're trying to get some sets going. at the Sad Taquito, at Call the Office, and
Rockin'.
stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. And then, it's me, Alicia Giampaolo, who you should absolutely check out, Nate Bazaire, Brandon Cromwell, and Kira Sinstead. We don't have a Facebook page as of yet, but because this is just my belief as an artist. I don't build a Facebook page for myself unless I have something to show on the Facebook page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise it's just a waste of space, right?
Exactly. Whether it be a show or a song that we recorded here in one
Well,
of
if
the
someone
studios.
goes to your page and there's just a blank page,
Exactly.
Yeah.
they don't go back there.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to go back there because they're going to check on it. And it's going to have just like one teaser on it, and it's going to be like new content coming soon, and no one wants to look at that.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no one wants to see coming soon from a band they don't know.
Exactly.
It's like because
Yeah, have a
what's
few
coming
tracks after you
soon?
got a couple of singles out and some SoundCloud stuff. Then
Bingo.
you can start putting those teasers out.
Yeah,
Like actually, Sarah
exactly.
Hardy's White Noise release was really well done.
It absolutely was.
It was
That
very
one
well
of the
done.
things,
An
yeah.
excellent song. You guys should check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're listening to this, absolutely go check out Sarah Hardy. Check out White
Mhm.
Noise. And the other project, I'm sitting in here with actually one of the members right now. Me and
Yeah, I wanna
me
talk
and-
about that.
Me and Mr. Drew Robertson. We're in an up and coming ska band.
That we are.
Called Dorcas Malorcas.
tight.
So it's an 8-member ska band. And we're actually going to be starting. I mean, like, this is all a conceptual band as of this moment, but
Mhm.
we're starting practice soon because I was actually just talking to one of the guys that helped me create this at its inception, Nathan Veloso,
Yep.
who is our trombone and as of now banjo player.
We have banjo player now.
We have
oh,
a banjo
awesome.
player because
All right.
I wanted to do that Aaron West and the Roaring
Yeah,
Twenties song.
yes,
and that
yes,
has
yes,
banjo
yes,
in
yes.
it. So when Nathan was talking to me yesterday, and he actually he's getting a banjo because he
Hell
loves
yeah,
that song.
man. That's
so
great.
Ska is so underrated. We
I
were
love
talking about
ska.
underrated
Absolutely is.
stuff
Can
last week.
like 2015, I remember there was a hashtag that was going, the Easy Core Revival 2015, 2K15. Can we make ska revival
2016.
2K16?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Can we make that a thing?
absolutely. I
Yeah.
love
Like I just
ska.
want, you know
So
what I
upbeat.
want? I want Victory Records to get their head out of their ass and stop suing Streetlight so we can have Streetlight
Exactly.
back.
I want that to happen, and I want there to be a Streetlight, Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish tour.
That would be amazing.
That is like
that
that's,
would
that's
be
an outlandish thing
incredible.
to ask for, but you know what? If it's gonna be the year of the ska revival, we need to have a ska tour.
Absolutely.
I would actually go see that too, and I don't like going to see too many concerts. That would just be so good.
I'm
Exactly,
a concert
yeah.
whore.
I
I,
mean,
love concerts.
How
I
are
mean,
you
I
sad
love
at a
them, but,
ska
like-
concert?
No, you can't be. It's impossible.
No, I'm not really much of a. I love going to shows, but I mean, with my budget right now, I really only try and go to about one show per year.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna do it, I gotta make it a good show.
Yeah.
And like, I'll do Warp Tour almost every year.
Yeah.
I mean, not this year because like
I've been
I
to
mean,
Warp
like,
Tour forever.
Tickets are so expensive.
No, they're
Not for Warp Tour. Sorry, I just
no,
mean like
no,
big
no,
festivals.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Warp Tour's like $40. I mean, like, but yeah. So like, I'll probably end up going to. I might end up going to Warp Tour this year. I'm not really sure about it because I haven't really announced the lineup yet.
Yeah.
Went to it 2014 and 2013. Some of the best shows I've actually like been to was Warp Tour 2013.
Yeah, I
and
always hear
2014.
good things from
Yeah.
Warp Tour.
And then when I try and concentrate around like other smaller shows, like music hall shows, I usually try and do about one music hall show every year. 2014 for me was Architects with Stray from the Path,
Nice.
Being as an Ocean, and My Ticket Home.
Mhm.
Mind blowing, absolutely blown away. It was the
I
second.
like music hall. It's
Look at
actually a
all
really
shows
good
I saw.
venue.
It's an amazing venue.
I
It was
love
the-
it. I like how
It is
the
a great-
size
it is
of
a
it.
great,
It's
great
very
venue.
small, but at the same time, it's got the 2 floors and everything.
Yeah,
so you
Being
get,
as an
like-
Ocean, one of my favorite bands, and it was the first time I actually like saw them in concert, and like they wrote some of the lyrics that like really helped me through a lot of crap last year.
Mhm.
So I was
Mm.
really stoked to see them. I actually didn't even know My Ticket Home was on the bill until I actually got to the venue, and I'd had some friends show me My Ticket Home before. I wasn't really that
Rock
into
on,
it, but
man.
they're an amazing live band. Would
I haven't
absolutely
heard of
recommend
it.
it.
I'll check 'em out.
Yeah, the lead vocalist, the harsh vocalist can actually
Take two.
pull off. Yeah, take two. He could pull off a lot of the stuff he does on the albums that he can do it live. I mean,
That's
there- I
always
know
I
impressive.
love
That
when
that
that
it,
always
is,
is.
it
makes-
absolutely is, and like I know that there's vocalists like Caleb Shomo, and I'm not doing this
Mm.
against Caleb Shomo, but I mean like he is a really good vocalist, but he puts so much energy into his recordings that he just can't match a lot of it live, and there's a lot of like stuff that he'll have Oshi Bachar
You know
do,
what I
Which is
like-
weird, right? Because usually it's the opposite, right? Like live is usually when you're like, oh man, that's so incredible, and then in the studio, because there's no way to fudge it, and like everything's so
Exactly.
perfect.
Yeah, see, there's a band like Let Live. A band like Let Live is better live than they are on the recordings.
Yeah.
I've never seen a better live band than I have with Let Live.
I love
Absolutely.
I love when bands are better live than they are in the recording.
You know what?
I'm
Absolutely.
genuinely generally a guy who likes like studio recordings
two.
of
Yeah.
albums and stuff.
It's the theme of the episode.
But bands like Muse,
oh my
just
god,
like
that's an insane.
you know
concert live.
Muse?
Yeah.
Yeah, Muse. They just destroy.
The
Yeah.
production,
Yeah,
the
live.
vocals, everything about it is just unbelievable.
Absolutely. 100%.
Also, God, what the heck are they called? Postmodern Jukebox. Scott Bradley and the Postmodern Jukebox
Oh, yeah.
are insane live. Just insane
I've never
live.
seen them live. What kind of venues do they play?
They bigger and bigger. Last time they were
Really?
in Toronto, they were playing at Massey Hall.
Oh, wow. All right.
They started off at the Queen West Dance Hall, which is an old 50s style dance hall.
Okay.
Then they came back and they played. I think they played there again. Last time I saw them personally, they were in the Danforth Music Hall, which is a great venue if you ever have a chance to play it.
Absolutely.
And
100%.
and then the last time they were in town in October, they played in Massey Hall. And every time they come back to Toronto, they sell out every single time. And every time they're like, "Well, shit, we thought we had a big enough venue. Like
Absolutely.
apparently we didn't." And like they are just unfreaking real. And like they do like live remix off the floor stuff, and it's just incredible.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're getting to the end of the podcast here, and Aaron, as is tradition, sir, you have a question for us.
Yeah, I was actually trying to figure a way of how to sneak that in
Well,
there.
there you go. We'll just take 3.
Well, thank
question
you.
time.
Yeah. So this is my question of the week. It's not like a. It's not too bad. Like this one's not bad at all. This one gives you guys a lot of creativity room.
Perfect.
Room to
Okay.
be creative. So, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? Wait.
Ooh.
And don't say you'd go back and kill Hitler or something lame
No,
like that.
no,
That's
no,
not
That's
fun.
the cop out.
That's not
Everyone does
fun
that.
at all. That's what everyone chooses. So if you had to pick one thing, what would it be? My personal
Ooh,
choice
I had something for this.
would be either make friends with Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg. Maybe not Mark Zuckerberg, because apparently he was a prick.
No, fuck that guy.
But
I mean,
maybe
he's
like
done a lot of
Bill
good things, but-
Gates and Steve Jobs, be like, help them with whatever they're doing, and then eventually. I mean, that's not really a funny answer, but that's more of a logical, smart answer.
Oh god, there's so many possibilities.
Just coming
No.
from a point of like just out of just plain curiosity, there was a thing that came out. I saw this on Tumblr or something, and there was something that happened like you know the Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it turns out that there's a definite possibility that
Salem witch trials.
yeah.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Drop
with-
it on me, boys. I want to hear what
it
this
was
is all about.
there was
Is there a
the
movie on
witch
Netflix
hunts.
about it?
Probably.
I mean, I don't know, but
I
it
feel
was-
like I've seen the
yeah.
word Salem on
That's
Netflix.
because it's Salem, Massachusetts, the Salem, Massachusetts witch hunts and witch trials.
Exactly. yeah,
Anyways,
so
let's get it done.
So the big thing that I actually found out is that there's psilocybin mushrooms that were growing in the area.
Yep.
And what would happen is that with the rainfall, these mushrooms would actually end up leaching the chemicals in the mushrooms, the psychobillia, into the water. So the reason that everyone thinks that people were witches is because they were all tripping balls.
That's ridiculous.
That actually makes a little bit of
See,
sense.
though, how do you
absolutely
that,
does.
the thing is like, how do you not know you're tripping balls?
No,
Well,
because
'cause they have
it's
no
something
idea,
they've
right?
never experienced. It's something they never
Also,
experienced.
and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, look, that person's a witch. They cast a spell on us."
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
witches were real talk. The
That's
whole witch
true.
hunt thing was like, I don't like my neighbor Bobby, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna screw him over by calling him a wizard, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Exactly,
the
yeah.
sure way to get anybody lynched. Also, religion, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is just off the top of my head. In terms of that, I would probably go back in time and just put more mushrooms in the water.
Put more mushrooms
Just
in
put
the
more
water.
I
mushrooms.
like the
Just-
idea of being a time traveling asshole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Drew, if you could be like the biggest time traveling asshole, what would you be?
Oh man, you know what? I don't even know where to start. You know what? No. I would go back and just like make Abe Lincoln Asian or something. Just like
how
like,
would you do that?
I don't know, like I just some sort of genetic shift to just
Are
like
you
screw with
God?
all
how
of
would,
time.
How would you do that?
I look if I got time travel, I can genetically screw something, or like
That's true.
like move one person like 1 foot to the right and just watch all of history just coalesce into chaos.
Oh my God, absolutely! Just go back in time and kill Thomas Edison's
Just
wife
like-
because he originally made the telephone because he wanted it as a device so that way his wife
talk
could
to
hear.
his
He
wife.
could talk to his wife. His wife could hear something.
Yeah.
Go back in time, kill his wife. I mean, that doesn't
Or,
happen.
you know,
Telephone doesn't exist, and we all spiral
Just
into
just
chaos.
some
Or
kind
you-
of dick move. just-
Something a little more fun. You go back in time and kill his wife with a dinosaur.
Oh, so you're
No.
saying go back in time, get a dinosaur, go forward in time, kill his wife with the dinosaur, and then bring the
It's like the
dinosaur back?
shittiest
If you're
episodes of
capable
Doctor
of
Who.
if you're capable of time travel, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
I mean,
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
gotta say,
Just
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Abe Lincoln is Asian. There's the episode title.
there you go.
Exactly.
But that's like history too, right? Like you have no idea what history is.
Oh, I got a good one.
Yeah.
Go back in time to when Hitler was a kid, dress up like a priest, and beat the shit out of his mom. See if that changes who he targets during the Holocaust.
Yeah.
That's like the worst
Yeah.
experiment ever. It's like, well,
Yeah.
never mind. He still did the Holocaust. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
For
it's
some
just like-
reason, he did the Holocaust even harder this time.
yeah, exactly.
It's like Jesus. He really stepped up that.
You
You know, at the end of our Holocaust jokes, I'd like to offer the listeners a free plug-in,
Yeah.
just to kind of bring things back up on a more positive note. So this week we have a free plug-in of the week.
What is
as
a free
usual.
plugin? What is that?
This is actually a Holocaust simulator plugin. No, I'm kidding. It's a guitar rigs plugin.
Just nukes your hard
It's
drive.
called Amplitubes, and
This is what we can't
it's
have
a
nice
guitar rig plugin, and I'm just gonna try to get through this.
things. Sorry. Take two. Click clack.
Amplitube. It's a guitar rig plugin, and
And it's free.
and it's free, yeah. And apparently, it's a really good plugin. I haven't used it, but if you are familiar with Guitar Rig, which is a native instrument plugin, it's kind of like a virtual amp.
It's
with
yeah.
different
It's
sound
a amp
stuff,
modeling
yeah?
system.
So it's kind of like that, a free version of that. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna get like super awesome,
It'll work though.
but like free plugin to start off with to kind
Yeah,
of get
man. No,
yourself.
that's super good. And actually, just to add on to that, one final thought. It is winter sale time for a lot of places. Like Waves has some sales on. They've got a new Abbey Road EMT plate reverb, like completely reconstructed, and it's on sale. As of today, when we recorded this, on the convolution reverb is on sale, and what else is on sale? Oh, and Sound Toys. Sound Toys is on sale as well. It's Sound Toys 5. We're student discounts, like $200 for a student discount
Jesus. All right.
for and complete Sound Toys 5. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it might not be free, but it's definitely cheaper. But
Oh, I still feel like with the student discount, it's like
it's still expensive.
that's
But
so
anyway,
much
guys.
money.
So yeah, we was kind of rushing things today, but hey, we got it out. Good job, awesome show. We learned that ska music is coming back. Abe Lincoln might have been
Hopefully.
Asian, and things are free or good. As always,
Exactly.
guys.
Unless it's Kanye West's album.
This is Kanye's best album.
Unless it's Kanye's
Yeah.
album.
Even though it's free, it's still not good.
So a few shout-outs I want to just
Yeah, do the final shout
Make-
out there, and we'll kill this thing off.
Drew has Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud.
YouTube.
Drew, what are your links?
You'll find him in the show
They'll
doc.
be
We
in the
won't
show
list them.
doc. Yeah,
Aaron's got
Aaron.
him too.
I've got links. They'll be in the show doc.
Links to Alex's stuff if you've got
Alex,
anything.
we'll
we'll,
have-
I got Facebook. I got a YouTube. I got a Twitter. Actually, you know what? Yeah, follow me on Tumblr. I need more Tumblr followers. So
There you go.
I'll link.
There you
I
go.
promise I don't post porn. So I'll put all those in the show doc too.
So
Perfect.
we'll just we'll fuck you up with a bunch of links at the end of this, and then we'll be good to go.
Good to go.
Solid. Thanks,
Alright.
guys.
Alex, we'll have to have you on again sometime when we have more time for an
Absolutely.
Yeah,
episode.
because we had a whole
Yes, we
game
did
and
so
everything,
much
and we didn't get
fun.
to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But thanks for coming out as always, guys. Thanks
Thanks
for
for having
listening.
me, guys.
And
Oh, one last message. Next
is it?
week, we are off.
Yes,
But
we're off next week.
week.
we'll be back in a week after
We'll
that.
be back from a week after that. Potentially podcast, but potentially not. So that's it. That's
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.